Good evening, friends, followers and channel members. Happy Tuesday. Hope you're all well. Welcome to our Tuesday night live, and we've got a great one for you tonight. We've obviously just had the Fenix A320 updated, so we'll be checking that out during the stream tonight. I've not actually had chance yet to fly this new updated version, so this is going to be quite exciting for us all. And we've also got giveaways as well tonight. We've got 3 copies of the newly released FSIPanel to give away as well, so really looking forward for that. The only stipulation for being in with a chance of winning one of those 3 giveaways is you just have to be a subscriber to the channel. That's the only prerequisite, if you will. So welcome, guys. Hope you're all very well. And the operational flight plan for those of you watching on YouTube is, as always, pinned into the chat, so you can go ahead and download that if you wish. And I've just seen Nick Burrows is gifting channel memberships again. Nick, what a star! Thank you so much, Nick. So yeah, where's I've lost the chat. It's quite busy already, isn't it, tonight? Nick, thank you so much for your 5 Easyjet Symbiotic channel membership gifts. So welcome to Sav, Matt P, Vincent, Ben Thomas as well, and Mark Burgess. Good to see you guys. Yeah, thank you so much, Nick. If you're on our Discord server as well, make sure you get yourself into the members lounge. Right, we best go and check out this aircraft, haven't we? Let's just have a quick look before I go any further at the changelog. Shall we have a look at that so we know what to expect? Right, here we go. Let's have a quick look now. This looks quite small on my screen. Hopefully you can read that okay on the stream. So we've got just a custom low-speed friction model. What this basically means is, you know how a lot of the time you'd find during the descent it would hug the bottom of the speed gate, so it might not hug it quite as much now. If it does, though, that doesn't mean to say that it is wrong, because it is perfectly normal sometimes for that to happen. So if it happens tonight, don't think that it's too bad. Adjusted ground speed minute logic. Presumably that's to try and compensate with the fact now that the weather has changed a little bit within Microsoft Flight Simulator following the last update. You'll have probably seen the sort of logic there going quite berserk in some cases, particularly if you've got a good headwind. I've only seen it a couple of times, so I'll be interested to see what weather we've got tonight coming into Porto. Oh, that was another thing I meant to mention as well. We're going into Porto tonight, where I believe the ATC there is taking his tower exams, so hopefully bring a little bit of traffic this evening as well. Fix the beacon strobe desyncs, flaps 2 to flap 3, excessive nose down ballooning in manual flight and in auto flight. Yeah, we've all seen that, so we'll see what that's like when we pull flaps 3 on arrival later tonight as well. Adjusted tuning for the glide slope, so we'll see again how that goes. I love this next one. Auto land told to stop mucking about and do the job properly, should flare a little more aggressively now. It says auto land. We won't be checking that out tonight. I might do a video seeing how that works, and release that tomorrow. We'll see how we get on. But there's quite an excessive changelog. I mean, you can obviously, if you got it, you can go through and download all this as well. Other things I am going to quickly point out, though, I believe we've got contrails back as well, so that's going to be quite nice. And a lot of people were having problems using GSX, and they had problems with the pushback because the brakes set on fire, or very close. They were excessive temperatures. That I think has now just been sorted as well, so no longer should you get that. They've also adjusted a few things with friction and whatnot with regards to when you're touching down, so crosswind landings should be a little bit better as well. And there's some small tweaks to flare mode behaviour, so we'll see what kind of landing we get tonight as well. So really exciting stream tonight, looking forward to that. Right, let's go and get rid of that, and shall we jump on board? We do have a little bit of air traffic control here in Ibiza, where we're flying from, so Ibiza support. This is a real world route as well. One of the things I have noticed, and I don't know, it's just because I am sat at Ibiza where there's not much traffic, there's not really that much scenery, but this seems very smooth, incredibly so. So they don't say that they've tweaked anything with regards to optimization, but I'm looking at this and I'm thinking it's really nice as well. So I don't know, maybe they have, or maybe I'm maybe I'm just being lucky tonight with how things are. Right, so many people online. Welcome to all of you. I normally name check everybody, but I can see we've got 128 viewers, so I'm probably going to waste a lot of time if I do that. But a huge thank you for joining us tonight, and a big welcome to all of you, especially our Easyjet Sim Pilot channel members as well. Viewers both on Twitch and on YouTube. Right, well, the first thing I'm going to do is see, do we have any ATIS? We do, 119.8. Well, that's the first thing we need to go and do. We'll get the latest ATIS, 119.8, and we'll grab the weather, and then we'll go through the operational flight plan. So, real ops flight, doing everything as we'll do in real world, and yeah, we'll check out the new aircraft. So we've tuned 119.8. Ah, we've not got voice ATIS. Alright, well that's okay, because we can just come over here and we'll grab it on here. Alfie, celebrating 3 months of membership. Thank you so much. Alfie says he's missed the past few streams, but he's back now. Alfie, thank you so much for your support of the channel. Right, here we go. So, Ibiza ATIS information alpha. Expect ILS Zulu approach runway 24. So we're going to do bouncing runway 24. Transition level is 70. Winds 200 degrees 4 knots. That's quite nice and light, isn't it? And temperature's 21. Dew point 16. QNH is 1017. That's information alpha. Quick check on the weather at Porto. View the METAR there. So currently we've got winds 190.16. So that's quite a decent wind. What's the runway at Porto? It's runway 17, isn't it? So we could get a decent headwind there. That'll be quite nice to check out. Few clouds 1000 broken to 219 and QNH 1013. Good weather in Porto as well. So we can look forward to what should be a nice, safe flight this evening. Pushing back in 12 minutes, we are going to be late. The call sign tonight: Alpine 34 Delta Lima. This is so close to my default call sign, isn't it? Alpha 34 Alpha Mike. But this is a real world flight. This is a real world call sign as well. Always like being able to do that. Let's have a look through the operational flight plan. I will have a look at the fuel we're going to take. So what have we got? Just under 13.5 tons payload. Cost index of 5. 5? That's my mistake. That should have been 4, but never mind. Let's see, we've got the alternate tonight is Lisbon, cruise temperature -59, flight level 370, shear rate is very low. Robinson, thank you for subscribing. And we'll just double check there's obviously our flight route. There isn't going to be any issues, I don't think, with the Mora tonight, is there? Oh, a little bit, 45 minutes in, but that's not for very long and not really of very much concern. Having a look at the weather then, so got good weather here. Weather in Porto is expected to, ooh, that's quite low cloud cover, we'll keep an eye on that. Not sure when LVPs will come in. I would imagine it's going to be lower than this, so don't think we're going to need the auto land tonight. Carl says he thought the Easyjet standard cost index is 12. No, it was 6 and 8 were very common, but 4 is also very, very common at the moment. So 4, 6, 8. Take your pick. Take your pick. But I think 4's in use quite a lot at the minute, as you would expect from a low-cost carrier. And the weather and forecast, let's check that out. So it is the 25th today, isn't it? Yeah, so that's pretty much what we were expecting. When the report was issued, tempo 500, light rain, scattered clouds, that's gone now. Scattered clouds 600 feet, oh, so there could be a bit of a low cloud. Perhaps a little bit of rain and drizzle. We'll keep an eye on it. Anything could happen, I guess. Great, let's have a look at weather en route. That's fine. So there's our route. Yeah, icing to the south. That's not going to concern us. Oh, so there's nothing even en route, is there? Right, well, in that case, there's no real reason to take mass loads of extra fuel. 6.2 is plug fuel. Let's go Oh, 6.8 should be plenty, shouldn't it? So we'll go 6.8 tons. There we go. Let's tell GSX they can start loading. Nick, are you getting your gin in already? Excellent.
I hope you enjoy your drink.
Yes, we'll request.
Boarding requested.
There. Right, let's get the APU fired up. The APU bleed is on. We'll get the packs on as well. We'll just turn the temperature down a little bit, make it a bit more comfortable back there. And we'll tell the ground to start loading. Yeah, we're going to be so late. I had an issue as well. I had to update my VPilot. For some reason, I couldn't see any aircraft on the at the airfield, even though I knew they were there. So, apologies for the slightly later start than I wanted. So 6.8 tons, and I'll load the aircraft. Close that down. I'll pop that to fast time. Right, we're ready to board.
Cabin crew, we're all happy with how things are up here, so now open the doors and start letting our passengers on board. Thank you.
So the aircraft is in its turnaround state, as we can see. We've got the QNH 1017 there set. Nose wheel, anti-skids on. Everything down there is fine. Up to the FCU 1017. Public constraints on. Initial climb out today for our departure, I believe, is 6,000. So we'll go and preset that just now. And just turn the brightness down a little bit. It is night time. I believe that's one of the other things as well they've done. They've increased the brightness of the flight deck too. Probably can't really tell that too much at night, to be honest. What's that system issue we've got? Cat 2 in up. We keep getting this. It'll sort itself out, I'm sure. So with all of that set up, let's start setting up the box. So we've got ground power connected. Oh, we've not. Don't need it. APU's burning fuel. I mean, realistically, we should keep ground power connected as long as possible because it reduces the load on the APU. So let's just connect that back up
starting.
and pop that on. Let's go through and set up the box then. So IRS, 3 nav greens, aircraft status, CFM engines, correct AIRAC cycle. Okay, init request. Wait for that to come through. There we go. So Alpine, what was it? 34 Delta Lima. What's the betting? At some point I talk to ATC and say 34 Alpha Mike, as we're so used to that. Cost index tonight is cost index 5 because I've clearly hit the wrong key when setting up SimBrief.
Starting.
Temperature is 21. That's nice and warm, isn't it? It's nice and warm in the UK today. I heard on the weather forecast that we're averaging temperatures today and tomorrow for what would normally be found in June. 39,988 is the tropo. Oh, X-rate in there. 39988. That's fine. Grab the winds. Nick, you've had your gin, and now you're dueling Eastbirds. Brian Crawley celebrating 16 months of membership. Brian, thank you so much. He says keep up the great streams. Brian, thank you so much for your support over the last 60 months. That's amazing. Thank you. IRS in it. What should we have? Let's have a look. I don't even know where we are. Where are we? I think we're at stand 30, which is a self-maneuvering stand, if I recall. Oh, stand 31. Okay. So stand 31. What should we have?
Your crew has boarded.
I hope you enjoy your drink.
Let's see. Bring the right chart, so that would be good. Stand 31 is 38.52.6, 38.52.6, and 1223, 12243. That's fine. And we're cruising today at flight level 370, minus 59 is the temperature. And flight plan, so departing runway 24. And what is our departure? We're on the Zoster 3 Echo. Just clear the scratch pad out. There it is, last one. And then the arrival, expecting ILS 17 on the LGX 3 Tango arrival. LG 3 Tango. And the veer for that
Passengers boarding starting.
is Adnov. Operational flight plan, 519 miles, 517 miles in the box. That's gross error check. Scroll through these, have a look. Yeah, there we go. Westbound over Spain and then into Porto. Excellent. Johan Jacobs, oh mate, thank you so much for the early super chat there, saying love your streams. John, you are more than welcome. Thank you for your support of the channel, very kind of you, and I really do appreciate that, so thank you. Right, the routing looks good. Get that back to ARC mode, and we'll have a look at the RadNav page. Don't know Ibiza too well, so what have we got here? The Ibiza VOR India Bravo Alpha. Throw that in there and get those turned on. Right, onto the init B. Let's check what have we got. We should have the preliminary load sheet waiting for us. Zero fuel 57.5. So CFG is what? 31.1. Fuel for our alternate this evening is, let's call that 1.5 tons. Fuel planning, we're taking 6.8. Our survey says 6.3. So an extra 13 minutes of hold time. That's plenty. I can see quite a few questions coming in during the chat. If you want to just stick around till we're airborne, then I'll do my best to answer those. At the moment, I just want to concentrate on getting everything set up and doing the briefing things as well. And there's a lot of guys in the chat I know that will be able to answer you as well. So thank you for that. And preliminary CFG is 29.5. 29.5. Okay, let's go and check that out. Filippo says, just back with the flight from the Phoenix to test the update. Game crashed during the climb. Oh. Well, let's hope that was a random occurrence.
Is on its way.
So we're departing Ibiza runway 24. It
Please
is
don't
dry.
load aircraft until the fuel truck arrives and asks to do
I
it.
really need to turn that voice off. I keep forgetting. Flaps warm. Not going to force toga. That'll be off. They'll be off. Our takeoff weight is, I've forgotten, 64.1. Good. That's below max landing weight. And that CFG for the takeoff is 29.5. Grab the live weather. Have we got any potential intersection departures? How long is the runway here? Oh, it's not actually that long. Well, it's long enough, 2.8 kilometers. We could take Delta, couldn't we? Have we got any intersections here? Oh, where's Golf?
Passengers boarding starting.
I'm looking at the wrong end. Golf. Oh, we can take Golf. Yeah, save a bit of time. So we've got 133, 140, 140. Oops! I put the transition altitude at 140 feet. That's not correct.
Fuel truck is in position.
Let's update that again, I think, shall we? Right, there we go. And flaps 1, flex 64. Lovely, so that gives us 145, 190 SS speed, 214 knots clean speed on the departure. We've got speed restriction 250, that's going to be fine anyway, so we can leave that. Let's have a look now at the engine out procedure and just confirm the thrust reduction acceleration 1018. Yeah, noise abatement 2 for departure. So this is SimSmart. Remember, this is a takeoff performance calculator for the Neo. Don't use it for the Phoenix, but great for the Neo. And I just use it because it confirms thrust reduction acceleration values, some noise abatement procedures, and also the engine out procedure, which is what we've got down here. So it's standard 1600 feet, left turn to Cox's. Hold 242. Right, let's go and get that in. So, secondary flight plan, copy the active. Let's check what the departure looks like. India Bravo 600, so we'll pop that in after there. So, we'll go India Bravo 600. Continue on runway track 242. Pop that 50 miles out, which should be plenty. And then I'm going to make a left turn to Cox's, which is Kilo, Oscar, X-Ray, Echo Sierra. Enter the hold. Inbound course is 242, and the hold consists of left turns. GSX has just closed the door on the 25 passengers remaining, so let me just open that again for them. Right, check that fix looks okay on the plan, and then we'll complete it. Yeah, there we go, there's the hold. And then if something's broken, then we're going to go back to Ibiza. I've already said we're taking off below the maximum landing weight, so that's not going to be an issue. And we'll be coming in ILS. No, they did actually say, didn't they? In the 80s, which ILS approach was in use. ILS Zulu is in use, so ILS Zulu 24. That's the one. No start. And no veer. That's fine. There may be a discontinuity in that. Yeah, just connect that up. Yep, there we go. So out, left turn, enter the hold, come back in round, start the approach again. Engine out procedure is all done. Alright, so whilst everyone else is finishing boarding, we'll contact ATC, confirm everything that we've just thrown into the box is what we're going to do, and then we'll start doing some briefs. So we've got approach is 13482. Ibiza approach, good evening, Alpine 34 Delta Lima, stand 31, type A320, requesting IFR clearance is filed to Porto, and we have information Alpha. Oh, that's interesting. Ah, what's going on here? I can't hear anything. Can you guys? Right, bear with me a second. And Alpine 34 Delta Lima, just stand by, we're just having communication issues on hearing you. Just stand by for us, please. Right, so I'm clearly transmitting, we just can't hear anything, so that might be because I just had to download VPilot again and I've got the wrong audio set up. Let's see. See if that's working any better. There we go.
Taxi to stand 28 via Charlie and Bravo.
Yeah, I was transmitting fine, I just couldn't hear anything. And Ibiza approach Alpine 34 Delta Lima. If you can just repeat the clearance please, as we've fixed the problem.
Alpine 34 Delta Lima, and always you are clear to your destination by just 3 Echo departure at runway 24. Initial climb 6,000 feet, squawk 6206 and check information of correction Bravo.
Cleared fine departure, runway 24, that's the 3 Echo departure, initial climb 6,000, squawk 6206 and information Bravo, Alpine 34 Delta Lima.
Alpine 34 Delta Lima, repeat correct and Bravo correct.
Right, we'll just come off that frequency for a moment, we'll contact them when we're going to go back. So the squawk was 6206. Initial climb 6,000 feet, we've got that set. Wonderful, that's all done. Refueling is completed, and I think passengers are now all on board, so we can close that. Let's get rid of the GPU as well. APU is, oh, I'm not sure that's meant to happen. APU is powering the aircraft. Pumps can come on.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board our Easyjet service. Please place your large bags into the overhead locker, wheels first, and keep your small items under the seat in front of you. These include laptops, handbags, duty-free and loose items of clothing. Once you have safely stowed your cabin bag, please take your seat. To help us ensure a prompt departure, we would kindly ask that you keep the aisle clear, enabling all remaining customers to board. Your seatbelt can now be fastened ready for departure. This is a no-smoking service. Thank you for observing this policy.
Thanks a lot.
Fine, that's all done. We've also got the final load sheet as well, so we'll just quickly check that, make sure all is well. So 03874, takeoff weight 64 on the nose, that's fine. And what's our CFG? Has that changed at all? 28.1. No, that's within 2%, so performance calculations are valid. LMZs haven't messed us about. Beautiful. So, shall we do a brief? Well, let's, as always, do start with the weather, and I'll bring that up on screen, that way you can also see it as well. There we go, we're 8 minutes late, never mind. So current weather then here in Ibiza, we've got no wind. Gap okay, 20 degrees, we'll just update that. QNH now is 1018, so quick update just there. 1018. And for the performance, ground temperature is now 20 degrees. That's on the init A page. That's done. So no issues with weather on departure, even the wind's dropped off. No issues with the weather on the way over there, and for the arrival the weather's looking quite nice. Potential for a little bit of low cloud, but nothing that's going to stop us getting in. Catwalking conditions still all the way. Aircraft is type A320 Fenix, new update, so we'll see how it handles. Can think of it almost as a brand new aircraft, can't we? So we'll check the performance en route, but that should be absolutely fine. No times for our departure this evening. Threats to be aware of. Just have a look at this, but yeah, threats to be aware of. We've obviously got traffic, we've got ATC. I'm not too familiar with the airport, so just take the taxi nice and steady. It's not a massive taxi either, so we'll just take our time in what we're going to do and when we're going to do it. No terrain really to speak of here at Ibiza. We've obviously got the main island itself to the north and northeast of us as we depart. MSA is 2,800 feet. And the only thing that caught my attention was the grid Mora goes up to 5.7 here. There must be some sort of island or land or something around here that, or some other reason why it's much higher than anywhere else. It's even lower than where the actual island is. So there's clearly something there that I'm not seeing. But yeah, no real terrain to worry us on the departure there. So the pushback, we are stand... Did I say stand 31? Yes, so we're stand 31. This is a self-maneuvering stand, so no pushback is required. So we will ask for engine start. We'll taxi out, and then presumably we're going to taxi on Alpha, and then Charlie. We'll tell them that we can do intersection departure from Golf. We'll not do single engine taxi, not really enough time for that. So it's just normal engines will get started on the stand. Departure is straightforward. We've got ATC comms, so just to reduce workload management, I'll get autopilot on nice and early. It's a straight out departure, noise abatement to our initial climb 6,000 feet. First turn is to the right, and transition level is flight level 70. Speed constraints of 2 average below 10,000 feet, but that's pretty normal, so nothing really extra to worry about there. Emergency brief, then we've got standard Airbus emergency briefs, and the engine out procedure is standard, so we'll fly on runway heading up to 1,600 feet. Once we've shut down and secured the engine, we'll make a left turn to the Cox's holding point, to the hold, and then we'll look to come back to Ibiza. I think that is about it, really. Eastbirds Lee, mate, thank you so much for your €5.99 super chat. Eastbirds, really appreciate that. Saying, what does this dollar button do? Excellent. Thanks, Eastbird. Very kind of you, and thanks for your long-time support of the channel. Okay, so we can start running some checklists then in a moment. Welcome on board, everyone.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of myself, the first officer, and the cabin crew, may I welcome you on board this Easyjet aircraft for your flight today. The ground crew and the fueling crew have all finished, and we're just about finished with all our cockpit preparation up here. The cabin crew are making their final checks as they work through the cabin, so if you could please get yourselves sat down comfortably with your seatbelts securely fastened and give them their full attention as they begin their safety briefing. A big welcome on board today to our Easyjet sim pilot members, who of course are welcome to free complimentary drinks throughout the flight. Once we reach our cruising altitude, our cabin service will commence, and the cabin crew will be able to provide you with drinks, snacks and merchandise throughout the duration of the flight. Once again, I'd like to thank you for choosing to fly with Easyjet today. We'll have an update for you when we are airborne.
Right, we'll run the checklist just before that. Peter, thank you so much for your continued support, as always. Peter, the ATCO, say more points for failures. I think you've got enough in the bank now, haven't you? Oh, you said you were saving them up so you could create multiple failures on a flight. That's going to be a stream nobody wants to miss. This aircraft can't fail. It's brand new. Right, let's run the checklist. So, cockpit preparation checklist, aircraft acceptance has been completed. Fuel quantity is 6,760 kilograms. We've got it balanced. Seatbelt signs are on. And confirmation on the ECAM. Ideas, we've got navs, and the barrel ref is 1018 at 20 feet. Lovely. Right, I just need to kick GSX off and then bring it back in again. So just reset that position, give it 30 seconds. And that's just because of the way the Fenix is fueled. Draftsnar 494, thank you so much for the Prime sub on Twitch. Really do appreciate that. Right, will GSX work again now? There we go. Right, let's... In fact, we don't need you guys, do we? We don't actually need this because we're going to be self-maneuvering on stand. Let's request permission to start our engines. And approach Alpine 34 Delta Lima stand 31, request engine start.
Alpine 34 Delta Lima, engine startup approved, QNH 1018.
Startup approved, QNH 1018. Thank you, Alpine 34 Delta Lima.
And 12078 factory change approved, thanks for flying on Spanish airspace. Have a good night, bye-bye.
So we got those on, and
thank you.
get
Have
the
a good
transponder
night.
on.
Like
Acupressure's in the
India.
green. Let's start the timer and get one ready.
Cabin crew will already
Approach front end, line up, might request start, please.
Before start checklist, parking brake is on. Takeoff data has been confirmed. The windows are closed. EFB is off and phone is off. Well, the EFB is not off. Should be on flight mode, but never mind. Doors are closed and armed, and the beacon light is on. Right, engine mode selected to. Where's my? Oh, I've not even got the throttle quadrant out. Oh, bear with me. There we go. Yeah, dear. In fact, that's a very good point. New aircraft. What's my calibration like? Oh, that's nice. Everything is stored. Whew. Had a mild panic then. Right, engine mode selected to ignition and starting engine 1. Francisco, thank you for the follow. So, just monitor...
69 Kilo Mike, wind calm, runway 24, clear for takeoff.
Monitor the engine start.
Takeoff, runway 24, easy 69 Kilo Mike.
I'll be taxiing out to the right. I think we've got EasyJets taking
Combo
off
control,
at the
David,
moment.
number from left downwind, runway 24.
Delta November, extend to left downwind, runway 24, there's a traffic departing out of runway
Stan
24.
asks if I have random failures on. I will double check. We should have, but I will double check because it is obviously a new build. So just have a look. Config, failures, random, all, and realistic. Yes, they are on. I'm always quite nervous when navigating through that panel, just in case I select the wrong button and something explodes. The throttle quadrant is the thrustmaster, the TCA back for the Airbus. So we've got the Airbus thrust levers, the Airbus spoilers, flap lever, parking brake, gear lever, etc. Yeah, really nice bit of kit, the thrustmaster TCA captain's pack. Alright, engine 1 is happy. Oh, I thought I'd started that. Oh, there we go. Engine 1's happy, starting engine 2.
Delta November, join base on final, runway 24.
Join base on final, runway 24, Delta Sierra November.
So Christian, you're flying alongside us tonight, but you're taking off at Palma. Oh, you best get going, mate. Hey, Captain Oatmeal, good to see you. Do I ever plan on having a control cam or face cam? Face cam? I've got a face for radio. No chance. Tor FR, thank you for the follow on Twitch. Baby, you keep having the problem with the loop. Right, there is a reason for this. So, if you notice, in a minute, I'm going to click my right mouse button and watch what happens. There. See it flicking? So it's when you pan. It's when you use your right mouse button to pan around. So use the middle mouse button instead. And engine 2's available.
Life jackets, and brace position that you must adopt if you hear brace, brace. There are 2 emergency exits at the rear, 4 in the middle.
Delta Sierra November, wind calm, runway 24, clear for touch and go.
Floor lighting.
Clear for touch and go, runway 24, Delta Sierra November.
Right, engine mode selected back to ignition. APU bleeding come off, APU masters off, anti-ice is not required.
Your seatbelt is fastened.
Spoilers armed.
Adjusted. And released
Rudder is
as
0,
shown.
flaps
It
1.
must be fastened when the seatbelt signs
Set
are
the
on,
trim.
and we recommend that you keep it fastened at all times. If the air supply fails, masks will drop from above you. Pull a mask towards you to start the oxygen. Put the mask over your nose.
69 Kilo Mike, fly directly north, November, India.
And the after start checklist.
Pull on each side to adjust.
Anti-ice is off. Ecom status is checked. Pitch trim 28.1. Rudder neutral.
Fly direct, not easy 69 Kilo Mike, thank you.
Click together and pull the strap to adjust.
Right, I think we're ready to go. We'll do a flight control check just whilst we're stationary. Full
When
left,
outside, inflate by
full
pulling the
right,
toggle.
neutral,
If it fails to inflate
full
or
up,
needs topping up,
full
blow
down,
into the tube.
neutral rudder,
Use a light and whistle
full
for
right,
passing attention.
full left,
We also carry flotation aids for children.
and neutral.
Your tray table must now be
Excellent, I
stowed
think we're ready to go.
armrest down,
Gary says, I
with
always
the
watch you but
lines
never
open,
chat,
and
but
seatbelt
like to learn from you. Oh, Gary, you should join in the chat, mate. Thank you so much for watching, though. Good to hear from you as well. let's tell ATC that we're ready to go, shall we? Just bring up the chart for when he gives us our clearance. I'm expecting Alpha Charlie, and we can depart via Golf, can't we? What was that? Oh, that's a side stick fault. They've still not got rid of that then. Just checking we're still on frequency. Ibiza approach Alpine 34 Delta Lima, stand 31. We're ready for taxi and we can take intersection Golf.
Alpine 34 Delta Lima, so taxi to intersection Golf, runway 24 via Alpha and Charlie.
Hold intersection Golf, runway 24, taxi via Alpha and Charlie, Alpine 34 Delta Lima. Okie dokie.
Approach Ryanair 9 Alpha Mike.
Get that on.
Ryanair Alpha Mike flight, correction, taxi holding
Auto brake
point
max.
Hotel S3, runway 24 via Alpha and Charlie.
Taxi hold at Hotel 3 via Alpha and Charlie. Ryanair 9 Alpha Mike.
Release parking brake, bit of thrust, and let's go.
Delta Sierra November, report on final, runway 24.
Report and final, runway 24 and request full stop landing, Delta Sierra November.
Copy.
So quick pets check, no change to our performance. It's going to be QNH 1018, that's fine. And a flex departure. Engine out procedure is standard 1600 feet, left turn to the hold. The departure is Zoster 3 Echo, noise abatement 2, first turn to the right. And our initial climb is 6,000.
Cabin crew, seat for takeoff, please.
We'll go all HD mode for the departure then, shall we? Peter, thank you for subscribing. If it doesn't say it on screen, it's usually due to your privacy settings, so that not every subscription is announced. But thank you for that, Pete.
Delta Sierra November, wind can, runway 24, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 24, Delta Sierra November.
It's a 69 Kilo Mike, correction, Unicorn 122 might have a great fly, bye bye, adios.
Over to Unicorn 122.8, adios, that's for the winner.
We're not allowed down that taxiway. Our wings are far too big. Hey, Captain Nathan, good to see you. Looks like we've got an aircraft on finals. We'll get down onto Charlie, then we'll do the taxi checklist. Big thank you to all you guys coming on to watch tonight. If you haven't done so already, please do give a like on the stream if you're watching on YouTube. It makes a huge difference to the channel, so a massive thank you to all of you who have already gone ahead and done that. Hey Wally, good to see you, my friend. Right, let's run that taxi checklist. So flight controls have been checked. Our flap setting is config 1. FMA, climbing up blue 1FT2, 6000 blue, and radar predictive wind shear is on. ECAM memo, takeoff, no blue, and the EFBs are stowed. Rob giving a like before the flare. Yeah, you got to wait a couple of hours to the flare. Unless something breaks on takeoff, in which case we'll be back in a lot quicker. Hey, Lost Trucker! Greetings from Newfoundland, Canada. Hope you're not lost, given the job that you sound like you do. Now, where the hell's Golf? Thank you, Eduardo, for the sub, and Nautium as well. Hey, Wold, how's South America treating you? Right, here's golf. Just seeing the taxi sign. Here it is. Which interestingly says no entry on it, but okay.
Time 34 Delta Lima, wind calm, runway 24, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 24, Alpine 34 Delta Lima.
Delta 3 November, welcome to Ibiza, taxi to United additional problem. Vaya bravo.
Okay, so all the lights
Technical
are
generation
on.
by Bravo Delta Sierra November.
TCAS, PAX, and PAX. When we take off, I'm going to stop talking, I'm going to turn the sounds up, and I'm going to let you guys hear the updated sounds as well, so don't worry if you're not hearing from me. Now there's a question. Why aren't we moving? That's very interesting. Wonder if something's changed with the toe brakes there. Right, I'm just going to check that. So brakes, fine. Oh, I don't know what that was. Right, let's get out of here. Something to do with the toe brakes on the pedals. That was interesting. Rob, yeah, the chocks are removed. We wouldn't have got off the gate if the chocks were still there. Might have to have a little play around with that. Could have been a scenery glitch, Nick. Not sure though. Looks like we're going uphill to this little incline just here. I'm mindful of how long this is taking to get lined up following the takeoff clearance, so let's hurry this up. So we've been given the takeoff clearance. So cabin is secured for takeoff. Takeoff runway is confirmed, runway 24.
Line up on wet, runway 24.
TCAS, TAR, Apex 1 and 2 are off. Right. I'm going to stop talking and I'm going to turn the sounds up. Enjoy. And flex SRS runway. Checked. V1. Rotate. Nav.
Time
First
34
climb.
Delta Lima, radar contact 1,000 feet. Continue climb to level 240.
Continue climb flight level 240, Alpine 34 Delta Lima. Autopilot 1's engaged. And we've got open climb 240 blue. Pack 1 on. Right, turn the sounds down a little bit. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Yeah, I know. I was just giving it 10 seconds because I was a bit late putting that on.
199 Alpha Mike, wind count, runway 24, clear for takeoff.
So past S speeds, flap 0.
Takeoff 199 Alpha Mike.
Spoilers disarmed. Actually, it was a side stick fault. It wasn't a pack reminder, so that's okay. Steve Bunker 12 on Twitch. Yes, if you want to for the red button, it is set it to. I can't see it; it's dark, but it is autopilot off, not autopilot toggle, which is the default setting it comes with. You want autopilot off, otherwise you'll get the master caution ringing forever until you cancel it.
Alpine 34 Delta Lima, fly direct Ninot November India November Oscar Tango.
Direct to Ninot Alpine 34 Delta Lima.
Hold on, control. Delta 7 November has reached the final park position. Thank you for your service. Adios.
Thanks to you for flying BFR here. Have a nice night. Adios. Bye bye.
Thank you, you too.
So what did it sound like, guys? Did you enjoy the updated sounds? They are nice.
199 Alpha Mike, radar contact 1,000 feet. Continue climb for level 240.
Great to have ATC online, isn't it, Rob? Adds to the immersion greatly. We should have ATC as well coming into Porto too. Peter says it sounded better than that before. Are you talking about the ATC or the aircraft? I can never tell with you, Peter.
Ladies and gentlemen, please keep your seatbelt fastened while the seatbelt sign is on. We recommend that you keep your seatbelt fastened whenever
Get all the
you are
lights off
seated.
now.
Toilets are located at each end of the cabin. Remember that smoking is not permitted at any time. This includes e-cigarettes.
And 10,000 feet. Let's sort ourselves out. Cost index of 0. Copy the active. Clear out our radnav. Jobs are good. Hello HD. Good to see you. I'm going to turn my lights on now. Just because you're here. I can just find the click spots a lot easier. Right, all's well. I think we can release the passengers. So HD, you've become a therapist. I hope you're getting well paid for that.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has now turned off the seatbelt sign and you are now free to move around the cabin. We do recommend, however, when in your seat, that you keep your seatbelt fastened at all times in case of unexpected turbulence. The toilets are now available. Please contact a member of the cabin crew if you require assistance. Thank you.
Therapist for the dog, Christian. Yeah, maybe. That dog doesn't need therapy. He's beautiful. Oh, the click spot. No, I just can't see them. If I'm not in the dark, I'm just flapping around trying to find which one I want to click. So. I don't mind having the dome light on. No, we don't have IAE engines. No. You've just sent the stream into overdrive HD with that comment. No, there are no IAE engines. Not yet. It's just a general update. Okay, so our flight time then.
199 Alpha Mike, flight direct Ninot, November India, November Oscar Tango.
That wasn't me, was it? We're already going direct to Ninot.
Direct Ninot 199
Yeah,
Alpha
so we
Mike.
should be on the ground in about hour and 15, I think. Let's trickle. The giveaway is going to be 3 copies of the FSIPanel that's just been released for Microsoft Flight Simulator. A really nice piece of software. Allows you to practice pretty much anything you want. Failures, approaches, landings, you name it. So I've used it a lot because I've recently just got some rudder pedals. I've used it just to practice approaches in crosswind landings with the rudder pedals. So yeah, really nice. Yeah, HD, they are coming. They are coming, not just yet. Captain, I'm going to PTO for the rest of your shift. Christopher Levin says he finds it interesting that the landing skittishness, great word, of the Fenix could have been connected to broken ILS signals in certain airports. I suspect that's only the case when you're auto landing. Obviously, the ILS signals bear very little resemblance to what you're doing once you're manually flying, and 1,000 feet out the window, if you can see the runway, then that's your main aim, isn't it? And Mark Castlerock, thank you for subscribing. Right, so we're going to be getting up to our...
Alpine 34 Delta Lima. Monitor Unicorn 122.8, have a great flight.
There we go.
And a great night, bye-bye, adios.
Over to Unicorn now for Alpine 34 Delta Lima. Thanks so much for the service. Good night.
Banana Alpha Max 10 for you, high closing. So Unicorn 122.8, have a great flight and a great night, bye-bye, adios, thanks.
Right, let's get ourselves up to cruise and then we'll do the first giveaway. Remember, in order to be with a chance of winning the giveaway, you do need to be a subscriber to the channel on YouTube. Yeah, just hit that subscribe button for me. Right, can we get up to flight level 37? Yes, we can. Let's go. Flight level 370. 370 blue. Andy J, is there an ETA on the weather radar? Not that I'm aware of, I'm afraid. Philly Roach, are the contrails fixed? Yes, they are. Oh, my CRJ. My CRJ is probably not rusty. It's probably been turned into like a boutique restaurant, aviation themed. I should really have sold it. Jonathan asks, what is the reason to hold pressure on side stick down when under 100 knots for the takeoff roll? And knock on wood. It's just to make sure that you're giving more, you're giving authority to kind of like the nose wheel up to 100 knots. Once you get past that, then the rudder, obviously there's more forces acting on the rudder as you're getting faster and faster. But yeah, that was a very simple explanation, but there you go. HT has just come in. Improves nose wheel contact with the runway. Beautifully put. Sean says, speaking of contrails, you want to have seen the contrails you had over on his screen today over the channel headed towards Heathrow, or from all the FSLTL traffic. That's good to hear. Hey Richard, good to see you. Hey Chalty, it's been a while, my friend. How you doing? Right, we've got the city of Valencia straight ahead of us, as we can see. Chriskin, can you see us? Are you, whereabouts are you? I'm guessing I won't be able to see you. HD says he's noticed some contrails from aircraft departing with FSLTL traffic. Not sure it's there on takeoff. Don't think of them as contrails, think of them as wingtip vortices. Not again, Jeff on Twitch. The flight today is around, well, we should be on the ground about 1 hour 15, something like that. So we're on Unicom. We've got the skies nice and quiet to ourselves. We can enjoy now. I'm not sure if I can see Christian or not. No, probably not. Carl says you're amazed with Microsoft Flight Simulator's weather engine. The partial eclipse on Microsoft Flight Simulator today. The last one was. I remember when the sim came out, there was a partial solar eclipse. I think it was up in Alaska somewhere. And I went up there to check it out. And I even did a video on it back in the early days of the channel, just to show how amazingly detailed it was. So, yeah, it doesn't surprise me one bit that it was there. Not again, Jeff on Twitch says, I've been mostly flying the 737 on a yoke, so flying the Fenix on a flight stick has been quite an adjustment. Yes, I can imagine. I do it the other way around. If ever I'm, which is very rarely, I fly the 737, but I fly that with a side stick. Once we reach our top of cruise, top of climb, we'll roll the first giveaway. It is incredibly smooth, this. Panning round, it's wonderful. Say in the release notes, they don't say they've done any optimizations, but it does look good. No stuttering. Rob says the Boeing yoke is amazing if you ever decide to move away from the side stick. HD says a giveaway you can actually join now. Yes, of course you can. Yeah. You'd like what I'm giving away as well today. Yes, if you're just joining us, we'll be having a giveaway of FSIPanel, which is the training panel for Microsoft Flight Simulator. Hey, Elk Chocolate. Jonathan, when's the weather engine going to integrate with the navigation display? Yeah, and Sean here. I honestly don't know. Will you says hi all. I believe that starting engines, that the nose wheel before starting engines, nose wheel must be disconnected. How do you do that? So that's the ground crew's job. It only needs to be disconnected if you've got the tug attached, and that's just to prevent damage. Thank you, Nick, for adding the giveaway. I think Nightbot may also be giving that up. So yeah, Nightbot's got it, and Streamlabs has got it as well. Oh well, we've now got 2 announcements. Thanks for that, though, Nick. That's good. So we're climbing. We've got 5,000 feet to go. We will just sign out on the co-pilot's book tool. Let's grab some en route weather, shall we? So we've got Valencia's just beneath us, but we'll be passing straight over Madrid tonight, so I'll send that off. I'm going to turn the cabin lights off as well, because I bet all these have been reset. If I go to sim settings and check out the RA callouts, can't remember what they were set to before. Let's just bring the route in. HD, that is a very good question. I can't remember which Ibiza scenery that was. Right, what arrival are we doing? We're on the LGX 3 Tango. That's the one. And expecting ILS 17. So there's our arrival chart. Alright guys, we've got 2,000 feet to go until we're at the top of climb. So let's open up the giveaway for a copy of FSIPanel, shall we? So to be in with a chance of winning the first giveaway, all I need you to do is go ahead and type into the chat. You need to be a subscriber to the channel, but all you need to do is type into the chat FSI, Foxtrot Sierra India. Just type that into the chat and we'll roll the giveaway in around 1,500 feet's time after I've done the top of climb checks. Should also point out as well, sorry, I meant to say this at the start, the giveaway will only qualify for those of you who are on the YouTube platform. So if you're on Twitch, you've still got time to get over and join us on YouTube for the before we roll the giveaway, and type Foxtrot Sierra India into the chat. So we've got about 500 feet to go. You'll also only need to type in FSI once. We've just had a broadcast as well there on VPilot saying that there is an exam currently in place until 21:30 Zulu time in Porto for the tower. So that is exactly what's taking. That is exactly what we're doing. We're going to go and bring some traffic in. I'm sure they'll be fine. Actually, I don't know if it's for the tower position, but yeah. Either way. Hey Tony, it's Grizzle. Thank you for the follow. Right, we're now at top of climb. We've got Mac Alt Cruise. We'll set that to below. Pop this back to 5 because I put a stupid cost index in there. Okay guys, so let's roll the dice. The first winner of tonight's giveaway stream for a copy of FSIPanel is, drumroll please, congratulations goes to Will Smith. Will Smith, who only subscribed 4 days ago, according to the data I've got. So Will, well done, Will. Congratulations to you. All I need you to do is drop us an email, which you can find on the About page, or if you're in our Discord, just drop me a message on our Discord server as well. Wayne says, is it me or is it easier to get a new Prime Minister than it is to get an appointment with your local GP? Right, well, whilst that gets sorted out, let's do our top of climb checks, shall we?
Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck, we've been delighted to hear that we're now at our cruising altitude, and we hope to give you nice views throughout the flight as we have good weather ahead and should be experiencing any turbulence. Of course, this means that you will not spill any of your drinks that you may have from the cabin crew as they begin starting their way around the aircraft. Could you please ensure that the eyes are kept clear so the cabin crew can offer you their cabin service, which will begin shortly. A reminder that Easyjet single pilot channel members are able to access free drugs throughout the duration of the flight. Thank you, and I invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy the remainder of the flight.
So all's well, we've not had any issues with fuel leaks or anything daft. Let's do a fuel check then. So where are we? We're just about to pass over centre. Let's grab the flight plan, check that out. What fuel did we take? We took 6.8 tonnes, didn't we? Which is about 0.6 tonnes extra. So is that where we are? Charlie Echo November? Yep. 23 minutes in, 24 minutes, and we should have about 4.8, 4.9 tonnes of fuel on board. Oh, there you go. All is absolutely fine with that. So I won't be doing the return. No, it'll be far too late. So no return for me. Just the one flight tonight. And we should be on the ground not much after 10 PM local time. So yeah, about an hour to go. Which side's better for the view, do we reckon? All the red lights, I think they're the wind farms, aren't they? Not much we can see at this time of night. Christian says you wonder if it's a Phoenix thing that TCAS doesn't work, or is it a VATSIM issue? Oh, I don't know. We've not had any. I've not got any traffic. Have you not got me on TCAS there, Christian? It used to work, didn't it? So that's interesting, Christian, that you can't see me. Very strange.
Thank you. Enjoy your food.
Nick, a bacon sandwich at this time of night? Really? Oof. HC, that is a ridiculous question, and if anyone knows the answer to that without googling it, you've just achieved legendary status, legendary geek status on the channel. So HC asks, wind farms in the sea have a flashing red beacon. It flashes a Morse code letter. What is it? W? That would be the obvious guess, would it not? For windmill, wind farm. Dot dash dash. I'm afraid I'm very rusty on the Morse code. Unless it's an S or an O, then I've got no idea. What did Nick go with then? What was Nick's answer? Oh, W. Oh, there you go. It was almost the perfect answer, wasn't it? But it's one of those that you think, is that just a little bit too obvious? Now that kind of begs the next question. Does everything and every red beacon that flashes flash a Morse code letter? What do bridges flash? B? Christian, I can only tell you what the Morse will say if you hit one of them. Yeah, dot 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 dash 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 dot dot dot. Ahmed said, speaking of Morse code on the sea, a fun story. When the Bismarck sank during World War II, a Polish battleship flashed the I am a Pole to it. Brian says, how many pilots know Morse code well enough to know what the flash is? Well, that's the thing, isn't it? Morse code is a very old method of communication now, really.
In just a few moments, we'll commence our in-flight service, offering you the chance to purchase a selection of hot beverages, together with drinks and snacks from the bar. We accept payment in pounds, euros, most major currencies, and debit or credit cards. The correct change would be greatly appreciated, and if we could be of any further assistance, then just ask us as we join you in the cabin shortly.
Was Morse code used to be part of the airline transportation license? Not anymore, thank God. When would you use it? Because you can tune to the VORs, can't you? And NDBs and things like that that give you that have a Morse code to them. It gives the identifier. Christian, what's my waypoint after Charlie Juliet November? Let's see. Disco. And that's not a discontinuity. Old novice pilot, I hope you're having a nice time, and I hope that the depression in the North Atlantic has subsided. Rob said he's just found the Easyjet documentaries from ITV a few years ago, in America. Unfortunately, there's only 3 episodes on YouTube. They are really, really good. Yes. No, Virtual 747 Captain. Thank you very much for the follow. Hope you're enjoying the stream tonight, guys. If you are, then please do leave a like, and if you are new to the channel, then don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Gary says Airbus and Boeing have different strobe flashes. Indeed they do. Dreamliners, I think Boeing is starting to introduce this to a lot of their new aircraft now, but when the Dreamliner came out, it was so easy to identify a Dreamliner in the sky at 30,000 feet at night time, because the strobes, they didn't so much as flash as they kind of warmed up very slowly and then faded back away again. They faded in and out rather than just flashed. So yeah, I think they're starting to bring those onto some of the newer 737s as well, but it was always a dead giveaway when you saw a Dreamliner.
Thank you. I hope you enjoy the trip.
Martin's getting the beers in. Good idea. I'll save mine until after we've landed. Right, we've got a company message from Ops because we were late, presumably. That's like weather data from Madrid. There's just no wind in Spain tonight by the looks of things. Easyjet Ops delayed by 21 minutes. Yeah. Right, I'm going to start looking at getting things set up for the approach. So we'll start with the flight plan as always. So the approach begins at LGX. So we want LGX VATSIM 650 612 Adnov. LGX VATSIM 650 612 and Adnov, path too steep. No, that should be okay. Coming in on the other runway for the RNAV approach. There's what's that? Oh, that thing again. Ignore it. Yeah, so I'm not too concerned around that. Let's see what we're doing. Ewald, you've also got it now. Tested 3 flights before, at least didn't see it. Yeah, I don't think there's going to be an issue, is there? You could almost believe it popping up if we were doing the other approaches, as I say, just because you kept higher for a lot longer, but now we'll be fine. So that final approach from Adnov is... how many miles away is Adnov? That's the initial approach fix. 230 knots. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, I'm just going to reduce the speed then. Let's pop it something sensible, and it can help plan things better. So that's fine. That's sorted. Radnav page. What have we got? Porto's VOR Papa Romeo Tango. Frequency is 1141. Lima Papa Romeo 17. Marco, thank you for subscribing. Peter asks if HD can ask a question, so can he. Here's the ATC one. If an aircraft asks for a high-speed taxi, what's the max speed limit that's allowed? There's an obvious answer that I'm not going to pop in. I'm going to say 30. Christian, what do you mean wrong airport? We're going to Porto. Where are you going? Porto rolling 17. Well, let's have a look at the information we've got here. Let's see. Is the exam in Lisbon? Is it? Oh well. So it is. Drat, never mind. I'm not diverting. What have we got with the barrow is 351. I'll get some latest weather and that will fill out in a little bit as well. 3.3 tons of fuel on board, that's fine. Just copy the active flight plan. Would we have enough fuel though to get to Porto? That's the next question. To Lisbon, that's the next question. We've done Lisbon quite recently anyway, so I'm not too fussed that we're not going there. But if I just let's have a look. Oh yeah, we should have enough fuel. That's our main alternate actually. So yeah, we should have no problem getting in there. Unless we divert there and then when we get there declare a fuel emergency. Throw a real cat amongst the pigeons. Is anybody else having issues with their V-Pilot where ATC centres are just appearing and disappearing, then even when the guys are talking to you, they're not showing us being online? Only started happening a couple of days ago. Peter says, did I call and I push the red button? Elk Chocolate, no, we're not diverting. I mean, to be honest, I can't see any real reason why we would divert anyway, even if we broke something. We're, what, 240 miles away from our destination at the moment. Madrid is, if we were going to divert anyway because something broke, I think Madrid's probably our closest bet at the minute. Where are we? Yeah, so if we were diverting anywhere, it would be down there somewhere. In fact, is that the airport? Yeah, there's Madrid. Recognise the runway configuration. Christian says he was going to Lisbon for the guy's exam, he's not going to Porto now. That's fair enough, Christian. We'll catch up with you at some point. Yeah, so the reason I was looking was to see if we got an ATIS for Porto at all, but but we've not. Oh look, see, they've all just come back in now. Right, well in that case, we're just going to have to use the Fenix app and we'll get the weather. Right, so we've still got 2 more giveaways to do as well, haven't we? And the landing in the new Fenix to look forward to. So what have we got? Winds 190 at 1.5. Good visibility. Few clouds 800 feet. Broken 3000. Temperature is 18. 2.17. QNH is 1014. Let's go fill out that performance page and then we'll do the brief. So that's all in 142, 185, 226 is clean, VLS 130, VAT 137. That's because of the headwind, obviously. The rest of the passengers know they're going to Porto. They always knew they were going to Porto. It's just me that flew the wrong route. Right, that's all good. Let's do the brief. Okay, so I'm going to start the departure brief by just confirming we are going to Porto. There is no exam in Porto. The exam's in Lisbon, but we're on our way to Porto. Never mind. Weather check then, as we've just seen, wind is 190 at 1.5, so a little bit of a wind coming in from mainly a headwind, slight wind from the right as we're coming in. Good visibility, few clouds 800 feet. Hopefully they won't get in the way, but they're high enough. Still Cat 1 minimums. Broken 3000 feet, temperatures 18, QNH 1014. Roman conditions, it's no reported rain, so we're expecting dry conditions when we get there. Aircraft is still fully serviceable, no times for the arrival. Threats to be aware of, so we've got terrain keeping us high up just as we begin the main part of the approach from LDX. You can see that, follow down on the constraints, that will keep us clear of everything. Once we start the descent, we'll get down flight level 110 to begin with. And we're expecting the ILS runway 17 approach. LGX3 Tango takes us to Adnov, and we'll basically look at getting green dot at be green dot by Adnov, flaps 1 as we arrive at Adnov, followed shortly by flaps 2 as we intercept the glide slope. Got no speed limits either on the approach, so don't need to worry about any of that. Normal ILS approach, quite a nice glide slope as well. It's a little bit less than the normal 3 degrees, 2.7 degrees for our approach this evening. So minimums are 351, Cat 1, RVR is above 550. Just check out some information on the actual runway itself. So where is it? There we go. So we've got runway 17, we've got runway lights, PAPIs are set 2.7, 45 degrees, that's all good. Don't need to worry about low visibility stuff, so yeah, that's fine. We'll use auto brake low when we get there, and we'll look to vacate on Delta, and that should make a nice straightforward taxi, and then so we'll vacate on Delta, and then we'll come in over onto Sierra 4, park somewhere in front of the main terminal. Very short taxi in, so don't anticipate the need for a single engine taxi at all. Quick check on the go around, straight ahead to flight level 60. When we pass 3000, right turn to Retmo. That's quite a high missed approach, isn't it? The transition altitude is 4,000 feet as well. So that's worth noting. We're going to flight level 60 because in fact I can't even remember seeing a missed approach altitude as high as that. But there you are. Okay, I think we're nicely briefed. Just confirm everything down here so that we can see. We've got VATSIM as well, 137. We've spoken about that already. Fuel should be, oh, that's gone up a little bit more, 3.4. Nice headwind to help slow us down as well once we arrive. So everything's looking good. And next giveaway then, I'm going to roll at the top of descent, which is in about, what, 80 miles or so? Yes, 80 miles. So that'll be for another copy of FSIPanel. Barry Barton, thank you very kindly for your €5.99 super chat. Barry saying thank you for a great stream as always. Thank you so much, Barry, for your continued support.
In just a few moments, we'll commence our in-flight service, offering you the chance to purchase from our selection of fresh food available today. Full details can be found in your in-flight brochure. We accept payment in pounds, euros, most major currencies, and debit or credit cards. The correct change would be greatly appreciated, and if we can be of any further assistance, then just ask us as we join you in the cabin shortly.
That's quite a relaxing sight, isn't it? Do you hear the crew speaking in the cockpit? No. Not unless you're tuned into their audio channel through your headset. It just adds to the immersion, a bit of fun in the stream, doesn't it? Marty is enjoying a nice gin as well. Who are the gin drinkers in the chat? We know that Nick is the king of gin. Or the queen of gin, I'm not sure yet. The I-95 streams, when every time we saw a church he had to take a drink. Jamie Garcia, the giveaway we're going to do at the top of the descent, and then we've got another one after landing as well, so don't disappear anywhere. Elk Chocolate says it's cognac for him. Dr. Random on Twitch, gin, yeah. Santiago, the update is on the Phoenix. Far too much for me to list now, but if you go back to the start of the stream, you get a brief overview. Nick says you missed the Sundays. You're always working. Oh, you're joking, Nick. That's a shame. Martin says something to help you sleep. You're up at 4:30 AM for work. Ouch. Christian Starmer says bed is calling. Happy landings. Christian, thank you so much for being here. Don't forget to come back and check the landing tomorrow, Christian. See how the Phoenix acted. CT1 Vest says next time we're flying Copenhagen Gatwick, he'll try flying alongside us. It's a nice route, that one.
Thank you. I hope you enjoy your drink.
Dr. Magic always agrees with Dr. Random. Dan Skelton reading anything but dark fruit. Hey Dan, good to see you. Cal, do I have the too steep bug in the mug? I do, yeah. Don't worry about it. Turk 679 asking for a sick bag. They're free. You don't have to pay any points for those. So I'll give you instructions on how to enter the giveaway shortly. You just need to be a subscriber to the channel. 60 miles or so, and then we'll we'll head down. So obviously the sounds have now been updated for the Fenix a little bit as well. What is the audio like from a streaming point of view? You've obviously, with regards to the balance of my voice, VATSIM, the engine sounds in the background, cabin announcements, a little bit of background music as well we've got going on at the moment whilst we're sat here on Unicom. So if you guys can let me know how you feel that sounds, so I've got the feedback from you, I can tailor that to your liking, because obviously every time this changes the sounds on the flight deck, it can sometimes just skew up the audio a little bit on the stream. New Boy says good, Nick good, Martin good, excellent start. Jamie says he has a question. You have the FSIPanel standard version. Is it like GSX that gives you code for your friends, or is it only one for each person? I think it's one for each computer, Jamie, I think. Sean says everything's good in terms of the audio. Fantastic. HD likes a good G&T. That reminds me, I need to walk my first officer when I get on the ground in Porto. See, if I had to choose my favourite short, it's got to be amaretto. I've got a very, very sweet tooth, and amaretto is just essentially like liquid marzipan, isn't it? I don't dilute it with anything. Some people throw Coke into it and all sorts, but lemonade even. But no, for me, just neat amaretto. Hey Carl, good to hear the sounds good where you are too. Kept quiet, great username. Thank you for the follow on YouTube. Jamie, what does Advanced FSIPanel have compared to standard? So there's a kind of a chart tick list on their website that you can check out. Marty, amaretto and orange juice tastes good. Yeah, I get that, Marty. Another thing that lots of people drink, but for me, the orange juice just bitters it up a little bit. I don't want tangy. I want sweet. Dr. Magic says, what about limoncello? What? What the hell is that? Angus says, you guys talking about drinks was far too much to resist. You now poured a small whiskey and lemonade. HC says he's not a fan of rhubarb. I'm presuming you're referring to a flavour of drink, not the vegetable. Hey Jonas, you're about to do some base training, check everything out. Excellent. The only thing I will mix my amaretto with is hot chocolate and amaretto, and it's getting to that time of year. Well, I say it's getting to that time of year. Normally when it starts to get cold, that's when I'll go for it. But it's not getting cold, is it? Oh, Christopher, grapefruit juice and gin. Can't stand grapefruit juice. J Hawk says it knows winter's here when my aunt walks in with a big bag of chestnuts. Pardon? Get a roasting, do they? What's HD spamming the chat about? Oh, are you arguing over what comes first? The cream or the jam? Right, guys. Top of descent is about 20 miles away, so I'm going to open up the giveaway for FSIPanel. This will be the second copy tonight that we are going to be giving away. If you wish to be in with a chance of winning the next giveaway, then here's what you need to do. Let's type in, just so we can confirm exactly where we're going, let's type in Porto into the chat. So there's your keyword. Type Porto into the chat to be in with a chance of winning a copy of FSIPanel. So I'll go ahead and let you guys do that. Just a reminder that the giveaway is only run on YouTube. So if you are on Twitch, quickly hop over to YouTube and join the giveaway there. Plenty of time to do that. You've still got 15 miles to go. This is the point where I don't read the chat now because it just says Porto, Porto, Porto. Christian says wrong airport. Must be the wrong airport. I can't see anyone else flying to Porto.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck once again, you will be delighted to hear that we will shortly be starting our descent into our destination, at which point the cabin crew will start preparing for our arrival. If you could please make sure that all the aisles are clear and the cabin crew are able to make their way around the aircraft without any luggage in the aisles, that would be most appreciated. A reminder for our Easyjet pilot members that free drinks are still available from the cabin crew until the seatbelt signs are turned on. Please note, however, that the toilets will shortly go out of use. Thank you.
Well then, if you need the toilet, you'd best go now, hadn't you? Hey Otto, not seen you there. Hey Vincent, good to see you as well. Hey Rob, so self-loading cargo is what's providing the cabin announcements? Okay, here comes the top of descent. We're going to descend flight level 110 to begin with, and as I confirm that, we'll roll the giveaway. So, descent 110 blue, and congratulations for the next copy of FSIPanel. The winner is CT1 Vest, who subscribed today. CT1 Vest. Well done, sir. It was worth subscribing, wasn't it? So you are the second winner of a copy of FSIPanel for Microsoft Flight Simulator. If you can make sure you either drop me an email, information on the About page, or if you're in our Discord as well, don't forget to go and drop me a message on there and we'll get that sorted for you. Right, we're now on the way down. So we will do our next giveaway after we have landed. Not long now. Hey Crosser, it says he saw the Phoenix changelog that all the lights are volumetric. Does that mean the strobes get reflected in the clouds now? I thought they did anyway, to be honest. Flamamine, hello. Good to see you. I don't know how long you guys have been there. I keep missing certain people who support us a lot, so my apologies if I have missed you. And you are still there. Uptown, thank you for subscribing. PSP Wallace says the chat is way earlier than the audio. Yeah, I think there's probably about a 20-second delay. HD, you've seen a car sticker that says cream first on a Devon flag. I need one. Don't stick it on your wife's car, for God's sakes. Perkson, am I going to fly 737 any time soon? Oh, do you guys really want me to? So we've got 400, yeah, I wish. We've got 247 viewers of the stream so far. So thank you so much. Hope you're enjoying the Tuesday Night Live tonight. Up to what FPS do I have? I am currently showing anywhere between 38 and 45. Though I do lock them to 45. That's the maximum that's allowed. And that's more than smooth enough, isn't it? I think you can see just looking around here. Elk Chocolate says A320 for life, don't fly the 737. Martin says your FPS is capped, but the Phoenix feels a lot smoother. I'd agree with that, Martin. The first thing I noticed with this was it seems a lot smoother. Now, the changelog doesn't say they've done anything with regards to that, but yeah, I think it is. HD, I did used to lock it to 30, and then I realised that I could actually push it a little bit further and still get good performance and not melt the insides of the computer with the high temperatures. Dan Skelton. Sorry mate, I shouldn't chuckle at that because that's awful, but that's really tickled me. Says, I've just got a McDonald's on Just Eat and the driver spilt coffee all over my food. It's not even that funny, but I can just imagine Dan's face biting into that coffee flavoured burger. Dylan W says, ironically, he's now getting a better performance with the Phoenix than he is the fly-by-wire. That is amazing. HD, what have you done, mate? We've opened a really diverse subject here. I have to be careful. Could lose half my subs, or you could gain another half, just for sticking to your argument. Dan says it's rancid. Espresso flavoured Big Mac. Don't give him ideas. CT1 Vest, the email address is on the About page on the YouTube site. Last call 170, what GPU do you prefer? The cheapest? That gives you good performance. So I think if you ask 20 different people, you'll get 20 different answers on that, to be fair. I've got a 3060. Prior to that, I had a 1660, and both did a good enough job for me. Upgrading to the 3060 because, well, I think it needed it for help with the streaming. That was a big thing for me. Marty Van Dam says, you once dropped a bag of burgers in a puddle. That was a low point for sure. Ugh. It's even lower if you eat it afterwards. Lawrence, any news on BMG 737EFB? There was some news recently, not that I was across it, but I can't remember what that was. Drax, have they changed the EFB for the Phoenix? No, not at all. Not at all. This is a work of art that Katie Pilot has built with the Phoenix team. Wayne says there's an RTX 4090 out now, but you need your own nuclear power station to flash it up. Hey Barry, no, we've done a second giveaway, but we're not going to do the other one until after we've landed, so plenty of time. Estelle, thank you for the follow. So the aircraft at the moment is hugging the bottom of the speed gate, but that's not abnormal. I know a lot of people are wondering why is it sat there rather than, you know, at the target speed. But yeah, it's nothing to worry about. I've seen it sat at the bottom, I've seen it sat in the middle, I've seen it sat at the top as well. So Julie, tell him Mike, hi mate, there's still another giveaway to go, so don't worry just yet. Richard says he thinks we're right that TCAS is not working. Ewald says yeah, it's sitting in the middle on his descent. That's fine, isn't it? Spot on. Peter, you heard from a colleague of his earlier today. They had a pan at, where's that? Go on, Peter, for those of us unfamiliar with Echo Kilo, Romeo Kilo. A Diamond GA68 lost a prop blade on the downwind. Well, I hope the Airbus was okay, and I hope the prop blade didn't do too much damage. Last call 17 is the VNAV in the Phoenix. Yeah, it's not called that, but yes, there is managed descent in the Phoenix. Emil, have I tested Sim Update 11 in relation to its performance? Is that the new one that's currently in beta? If it is, then no. No, I won't roll onto beta versions of the sim just because stability issues, and particularly when you're streaming a lot like this. I don't want to be causing issues for myself. Barry, you've ordered the 4090 this week. It'll arrive this... Oh, I bet we'll feel the heat from here, Barry. You have to let us know how it gets on though. Right, what temperatures are we at? Just keeping an eye on those. I can see a little light cloud cover as we're now approaching Porto. Porto traffic, Alpine 34 Delta Lima overhead, LGX now starting the approach, LGX 3 Tango, runway 17, Porto traffic. Peter says the pilot landed safely and to his knowledge...
The winds are the other way.
what do you mean the wind's the other way? I didn't hear that properly. But we're pretty certain Porto is landing runway 17. I'm going to double check that now. Yeah, 19015. We'll also check that it's in use in real life. Yeah, runway 17 is in use in real life. Ooh. Gotta check these things. PSV Wally says he just crashed on the taxiway in Denver airport. Plane suddenly dipped and went in the air and crashed. I'm presuming PSV, just for clarity's sake, we are talking in the sim. Otherwise, you'll be on the news. Headless, was there a new Phoenix update today? Indeed there was. HD, yeah, you'd think so with that wind. It's one of those, isn't it? A paranoia check. Thank you for the sub as well, Headless.
Ladies and gentlemen, take full advantage of your tax-free allowances today and make some amazing savings with our boutique range. In your in-flight brochure, you'll find details of our award-winning selection of gifts, most with massive discounts, some of which are exclusive to you as an Easyjet customer. Make the most of your opportunity to shop and save from the comfort of your seat. If you'd like to see any products, have any questions, or would like to make great savings, then just ask us as we join you in the cabin shortly.
Silent Departure, thank you for the follow. Flamamine says he may do an investigation.
I want to win the giveaway.
Oh, you want to win the giveaway? Ah, so you weren't telling me the wins are the other way. Well, either way, it's a remote possibility. So Flamamine says he might do an investigation onto whether you save money by heating your house with the 4090 as opposed to a radiator. Someone needs to do that. But in order to heat your house with it, you have to play a game. So that could potentially be a win-win situation, couldn't it? Right, we're coming down to 15,000 feet. Let's go and get the seatbelt signs on, get everyone strapped in.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign. If you could please return to your seats and ensure that your seatbelt is securely fastened. If you are travelling with an infant, please ensure that they are secured safely using the infant seatbelt provided. The toilet will now go out of use until the fasten seatbelt sign is turned off. Please contact a member of the cabin crew if you require assistance. Thank you.
Alright, so we're going to go and set local QNH here. We'll get ourselves now down to 4,000 feet. We'll leave it in managed descent and respect the constraints as we go down. So let's go set that. 1014, the QNH. Interesting. Where are the constraints? Oh, 4,000 blue. I was expecting 8,000 and 7,000 to show here in magenta. If HD can cast his eye over that. We've got a constraint at VATSIM, flight level 80, and then at 650, 70. We're in managed descent, 4,000 blue. I expected the magenta to show. They are plus constraints though, yes, that's true. So, if I have a quick check on here, the chart, you can see. So, above 8,000, 7,000. I suppose it's not a target, is it? It's just making sure you're above. Some light cloud coming in. Temperature's starting to warm up. I think we're going to get away with it. Hey, last call. Yeah, that's correct. It is self-loading cargo. HD, if they're plus, yeah, then they should be magenta. Yeah, that was my thought.
Thank you. I hope you enjoy your drink.
So, might just screenshot that. Is it because we've gone to QNH? What happens if we pull standard? No, still not magenta. Okay, past 10,000 feet, get the lights on.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck, you may have noticed that we've just begun our final descent into our destination. If you could now assist the cabin crew by tidying up your tray table and handing them any litter as they come around, that would be most appreciated. For safety reasons, we ask now that you please turn off all electronic devices or switch them to airplane mode until after we have landed. Please note that the aircraft toilets are now out of use. If you wish to become a Easyjet SIM-Pilot channel member, please contact a member of your cabin crew who will be happy to assist you. Thank you, and we hope you have enjoyed your flight.
Okay, let's run the approach checklist. So, Barrow Ref QNH 1017. Seatbelts are on. Minimums 351. Auto brake low. We said we were going to use. Let's actually set it. And the EFB is stowed. Barry, thank you again for your very kind €5.99 super chat. He says he doesn't know if the previous one came through. PC trouble, so better safe than sorry. Barry, I promise, mate, it did. It did. Thank you so much. Right, let's start slowing ourselves down. And we'll activate the approach phase. Enter destination data. What have we not entered? The winds 190 at 5, weren't they? It's because it's not updated. That is another little bug. 190 at 15. That should clear that. There we are. Approach failure is activated. Slowing down nicely now. Jonas, thank you so much for a very incredibly generous $10 donation. Jonas, thank you. Saying good stream as always, Gav. Thank you, Jonas. I hope you're well, and thank you for your continued support of the channel. Really do appreciate that. HD scratching his head and shouting at the McDo. That bug's been there for a while. You have to manually enter the winds, even though they are there because they've been downloaded. Mark says hi on very dodgy Sheffield Premier Inn Wi-Fi. Oh, Mark, which one? always fun to know.
Porto traffic, get back to make vacation runway.
Porto traffic Alpine 34 Delta Lima is inbound at NOV 5 miles on the LGX 3 Tango for runway 17.
Thank you. I hope you enjoy your drink.
Oh, HD, you actually get that message? Ah, oh, that's nice to know. It's just annoying then. Right, platform altitude is 2,400 feet. We'll go and set that now.
And Porto traffic speedbird 61 is currently 11 miles from Admiral on the ILS for runway 17.
So I've got thrust idle, open descent, get ourselves down. If I get below that glide slope and then just taper off the VS rate, then we'll be good. Oh, there's the glide slope, look. Let's start configuring them. Flaps 1, speeds checked, flaps 1.
Thank you. I hope you enjoy your drink.
Ooh, little flap sound there. Doing my best not to kill anything, but might need it. Although, flaps 2, speeds checked. Flaps 2. Should we arm the approach? No, don't do that. For God's sakes. Glideslope Star, Lockstar, Cat 3 Dual, Autopilot 1 and 2. Runway's in sight. FS Realistic has been used, Jonas, yes. Don't press the expedite button.
Porto traffic crossing runway 17. Any traffic to advise?
Porto traffic, Alpine 34 Delta Lima has established runway 1713 miles.
That's enough time. We'll get our foot down for you there, Gav.
Roger, thanks, Alpine 34 Delta Lima. Yeah, slight oh crap moment there, HD. I'm sure you've never done that. Right, shall we see what the landing's like? Look at that nice headwind that we've got. It's going to drop off. It's not going to be that strong when we get lower down. Okay, so I'm just going to pop those on now, so that when the gear comes down, they
Any signaling can make off to the flight.
come on automatically. My cat chooses the worst possible time to want to be let out. He's screaming at the door. $10-mile final. Right. That gives me 20 seconds to kick him out. And there we go.
2,500.
Radio altimeter is alive.
Cabin crew, about 15 minutes to landing, giving the cabin. Thank you.
15 minutes. I hope not. that incurs something's going to go wrong, and there is going to be a go-around. Right, remember, we will have a giveaway as well once we've landed. The amount of cat jokes that I can see now spamming the chat is ridiculous.
Cabin crew, please take your seats for landing.
Porto traffic, Alpine 34 Delta Lima, runway 17, 6 mile final. So at 6 miles we'll get the gear down on spoilers, we'll go to manage speed and set flaps 3, speed's checked flaps 3.
Porto traffic, Super CP1 is established to the ILS from runway 17, currently 13 miles.
Right, so we've got traffic behind us. Let's get ourselves fully configured then. 5 miles. Flaps full. Landing checklist. So our cabin is secured. Go around altitude is 6,000 feet set. ECAM memo, landing no blue. So a tiny bit of crosswind as we're coming in, we can just see that.
1,000.
1,000 feet. I've got the replay clued up as well, so in case the accident investigation team need it later on. I have control. Remember, we're not going to be descending at the usual 600-700 feet per minute because it's a shallower descent angle, this one. Pappers and Glide Slope are agreeing at least, so that's good.
500.
Stable. Keep it focused on those pappies.
Hundred above. Minimum.
Continue.
$100.
Light slope.
40. 30. 20. Retard.
Come on, get down.
Porto traffic speedbird 61 is on the final for runway 1765.
Spoilers deployed. Reverse green. Decel. Disconnect.
Ladies and gentlemen, the cabin crew.
Check out the replay of that. I'm not sure what the landing rate was that you guys saw. Self-loading cargo though gave 138.
Portable electronic devices for messaging, calls or internet access may now be used. Please make sure that you take all your personal belongings with you, checking in the seat pocket, underneath the seat and in the overhead lockers. Do take care when opening the lockers in case anything falls out. Smoking is not permitted until you reach a designated smoking area. On behalf of the captain and the crew, it has been our pleasure looking after you today. Our ground crew will help you complete your Easyjet journey. For the latest news, promotions, flight and destination information, check out our official Facebook page, Twitter or Easyjet app.
Porto traffic, runway 17 vacated. Right, let's get ourselves in. I'll run the replay, then we'll do the giveaway. This is just where I wish the click spots were a bit better. I do prefer the fly-by-wire click spots, I'll be honest. They seem to be a lot easier. Yes, HD, I've heard about your new nickname for the click spots. I mean, by all means, by my own self-admission, it definitely wasn't the best landing. I think I slightly overflared too much. So I'm going to take the first stand that I come across just so we can roll the giveaways and check out the replay at the same time. This is great scenery as well from... I've forgotten who does this, but free scenery... not free scenery, payware scenery from... for Porto. Right, stand Sierra 50. Let's come off VATSIM, and then we can do our replay, shall we? So we need to come off VATSIM. We need to get rid of self-loading cargo. Big thank you to anyone that flew alongside us, or started flying alongside us, then disappeared off to Lisbon. Let's set up the replay, and to be in with a chance of winning a copy of FSIPanel, all I need you to do then is we can just type in Fenix. Yeah, type in Fenix into the chat, and we'll roll the giveaway as we watch this replay. So let me just go ahead and set that back up. Okay, as we touch down then, I'll be able to run that giveaway for you. Who knows, we might even get a different landing rate this time round. What's going on with those spoilers? The replay mods do strange things to aircraft, don't they? All sorts of things going on. Is the other one up as well? Let's have a quick look. Look at that. That one's fine. It's just that one that doesn't want to play ball. Yeah, as Dan says, you only need to type Fenix once, then you'll be in with a chance of the giveaway. So I'm going to roll it on touchdown. That's a nice way of doing it. Oh, that spoiler's finally given up the ghost. Oh no, here it comes again. So here it comes, touchdown, and the next copy of FSIPanel, the final one for tonight's giveaway, is, congratulations, goes to Steve Colditch, channel member Steve. Steve, congratulations, sir. You've won a copy of FSIPanel. Just need you to get in touch with me either via Discord or drop us an email. Email can be found on the About page on YouTube. Congratulations, Steve. Yeah, touchdown didn't look too bad there, to be honest with you. Let's check out the other side, shall we? Not go all the way back. Nighttime landings always look kind of good. See the light reflecting off whatever is illuminated by them. Tell you what happened during that landing, and it's something I've not been guilty of doing for a while, but I think I became ground shy in the new aircraft. Oh darn, please don't crash. There! Look, we almost went back up again before thinking, come on, get down. I don't want to run out of runway. Anyone want to see the runway? Anyone want to see the runway landing in the daytime? The beauty of the sim. So if we just hit it where we actually touched down, around there. Oh, see the dust come up then. Everything does seem a lot smoother with this Fenix build, has to be said. Let's just turn that off. Make it daylight. I might just have to speed up the speed I can move the camera here. Here we go. Let's check this out. All's looking good until this point. We're already pitched up with the nose. We don't really need to do that much. Ground shyness kicks in there. Although actually, when you look at it in the daylight, it really didn't look too bad, did it? Ah, well, never mind. All's well that ends well. Guys, thank you so much for being part of the stream this evening. I hope that you have enjoyed the stream, the giveaway, and the new Fenix preview as well. Thank you so much to those of you who've donated and contributed to the channel's upkeep during the stream this evening. As always, to our Easyjet SimPilot channel members, legends, the lot of you. We'll be back with more streams in the week, so if you haven't done so already, please do hit that subscribe button, turn on the notifications bell so you don't miss any of those future streams and video content. And if you have liked the stream this evening, please don't forget to hit that like button as well. Thank you so much, guys. I look forward to seeing you all on the next one. Winners, don't forget to get in touch with me in the next 24 hours to claim your prize. Have a great evening, everyone. I'll see you all again next time round. Bye bye.
Speed. 500. 100. 50, 40, 30, 20, retard. 5,